How I'm doing here because I'm not sure. Uh, live video is starting, so I'm not sure. Okay. Happy Monday. I can see myself here, but hopefully I'm doing fantastic. I hope my internet is good because it's Monday. Things go a little bit crazy. Happy Monday. How do we do? I hope good. And so today we are going to talk about the law of faith. I did not know faith is a law. Can you imagine that? Can you believe that? Uh, do you know the law of faith as, do you know faith as law or something? Like, what am I even saying? Like, do you believe faith is a law? Is faith a law? Do you believe that? Because I did not know until just when I read this book and I was like, oh, this is so good. I have to share this juicy stuff. I did not know that faith is a law, but it is a law. And that's why it is done unto you as you have believed. So it is a law. And that law works every single second. Like whether you believe it or not, it is working. Same as the law of gravitation. It is holding me here, right where I am right now, whether I'm aware of it or not, whether I believe in it or not. It's holding my computer where it is right now, whether I believe in it or not, is still working. And so that's the same thing with the law of faith. And I did not know it's a law, but it's a law. Hello, gee whiz, this is so good. Anyway, so the law of faith reflects back to you what you give to it. The law of faith is a mirror. It's a mirror. It's like a mirror. It's a mirror. It reflects back to you. And so you cannot, as Jesus said, when you ask for bread, you will not receive a stone. You will receive a bread. Oh my God, a bread. So it will done unto you as you have believed. And that got me really thinking that it's a law, and I never knew it was a law. And so allow me to read something here for you that's really got me thinking, and well, it's really good. So Jesus was very explicit in his teaching of the use of faith. He said, if you ask for bread, you will not receive a stone. This is equal to saying, if you plant a rose bush, it will not become a lemon tree. The law of faith operates with integrity on the definite idea, thought, expectancy, or acceptance implanted in it. So the law works in integrity. Like whatever you believe, whatever you expect, whatever you plant in your mind, that idea, it will work on that idea. With mathematical what do we call, like straightforward, like it's going to work exactly like that with mathematical certainty, I think, something like that. And so it goes ahead to say, but the seed is your idea. The seed must be left in the creative soil of your mind. That's why we keep on saying that thoughts becomes things. Not all the time, but thoughts that are emotionalized. So thoughts that are emotionalized, they become things. Whatever thought you plant in your mind, it becomes the seed in the physical reality. And so this seed, this your idea, this your thought, this your desire, must be left in the creative soil of mind until it can mature. That's why last week I talked about seasons. Everything has a season. Only that we trust other seasons, but we don't trust the season of ourselves. That simply because we know the maize corn takes, 3 months? Beans takes 3 months. And we know gestation for a woman is 9 months. For a sheep, I think, is 3 months. For a rat, I think, is 21 days or something. You get what I'm saying? So because we know those things, we can trust. We can trust because we can see. But faith is believing and saying in the unseen. You believe before you can see it. That's when things really shift, and they shift very fast for us. When you can believe in the unseen. So that's why when you can be patient with yourself, when you can be patient with your dreams, when you can be patient with your desires, knowing very well that they are really working, because nothing is really wasted. Your prayers are not wasted. Your prayers are being answered every single moment, but you are uprooting them. Every single time you are uprooting them, you are uprooting the seeds. You must leave them in the creative soil. But are you patient? And are you willing to be patient? Are you willing to hold that vision in your mind until it matures, until you can harvest it? Because this is where the struggle is. The struggle is actually there. Holding on to the belief, holding on to that idea until it matures, even when you're not seeing any sign of it working out. Now, that's what we call faith. Knowing that the corn seed takes 3 months, that's not faith. We know. That's common knowledge. Knowing that a pregnant woman takes 9 months to deliver, that's not faith. That's common knowledge. Faith is when you plant your idea into your creative soil and you don't know when it will mature. Because it's not written anywhere. You just have to trust the process. You just have to trust that it's working. But are you willing? The second one is this one. There is a time for sowing as well as time for harvest. You don't sow and reap the same seed at the same exact time. You sow, you prepare, you do all the things that you need to do, and then you patiently wait for the seed to mature so that you can harvest. Plants must not be pulled up or interrupted in the process of their growth. This is what we do. We do this all the time. This thing is taking forever. My dream is not happening. My desires are not happening. My goals are not. I think this thing is not working. And that's how you dilute everything. That's how you interrupt the process. That's uprooting the seed. You must not uproot the seed. You must be consistent in trusting the process. You must be persistent in being patient for the seeds to mature, because they always do. When you know this, that they always do, you will never be frustrated again. You will never be disappointed again. Of course, those feelings will come. They still come for me because I've been with those feelings for like forever. They still come for me, but I cut them before they can even set in the mind. And so you must not uproot this. You must not uproot these seeds. They must be watered with hope, fertilized with expectancy, and cultivated with enthusiasm, gratitude, and joyous recognition. That's why the life of gratitude is a life of dreams achieved. Is a life of, how can I say this? Like, it's the best life ever. When you can be grateful for that which you have not seen, when you can be grateful for that which you have not received, my God, that's heaven here on earth. And so it says that the law operates automatically. Then you do not coerce, concentrate, or compel. Like, the only thing that you need to do, you need to compel. You need to only be willing to hold the vision. That's all you need to do. You don't compel the loom. Okay, as for Christians, this is what we as Christians do, most of us, and I've been one of them for the longest time I can remember. We beseech God. Oh God, please. Oh God, please help me. God, please help me. God, please answer my prayers. I've been praying like forever. I've been fasting. I've been doing this and this and that and that. But God cannot listen to that prayer. You know why? Because he has already given us a process of how things should work. Okay, then we should plant the seeds and then go to the field and cry to God. Oh God, please make them grow, make them mature. We know they will mature. We know as long as there is water, we know as long as the environment is conducive, they are going to mature and they are going to multiply. There's a law of multiplicity. There's a law that multiplies everything. Okay? And so the only thing that you need to do is to hold the vision. And is to live your life with expectancy, with enthusiasm, with gratitude, and joyous expectation. That's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. So most of the time we pray and then we ask, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? So now when you ask what you need to do, it means you want to fulfill that desire with your own effort, knowing very well that you cannot fulfill that desire by your own effort. And even if you do, you have then to sustain it with your own effort. So the one that comes from heaven, the one that comes from God, our creator, is that you ask you trust, you believe, and you leave it in the creative soul of your mind until it matures. And you have to live your life with joyous expectation, with gratitude, with enthusiasm, knowing very well that the process always works. What we lack is a trust that the process is working for us. The process is always working. You know, the way this law of gravitation is working, whether I'm aware of it or not, whether I trust it or not, it is still working. That's the same process of cause and effect. It's always working. The law of faith is always working, always working. And so if you have something negative in your mind, still it's going to work for you. Why? Because you believe. So the law of itself, it is not impartial. The law of itself does not know big or small. No. Same as the law of gravitation. This law, the same way it's holding this entire building, is the same way it's holding this mouse. It's the same way it's holding the bird. It's the same way it's holding this bottle of water. So the law of gravitation does not differentiate a mountain, a building, a person, a baby, a pen. It does not. To it holds every single thing in place that has been placed wherever it has been placed. The law of faith, it works every single moment, the big, the small. It is not impartial. So it does not know the big, it does not know the small. We have put those things in ourselves. We have put limitations, and that's why the law of faith responds to us as we have believed, not the law, as we have believed. So if I believe in small goodness, I will only receive small goodness. If I believe in big goodness, I will receive big goodness. It will work to me as I have believed. So my work only is to trust and is to ask for whatever I desire, knowing very well that whatever it is that I ask, I will receive. And that's where the biggest problem is. We don't trust. So will you trust today? Will you start trusting today? Because this is really so good. I loved every part of it. And I think there's anything here I wanted to read. Yeah. And says, when the time comes that nothing goes forth from you other than that which you would be glad to have returned to you, then you have reached heaven on earth. Like, when that time comes where everything goes out, is everything you want to come back to you. Because remember, the law reflects back to you what you have given to it. Whatever you give out to the law of faith, it gives back to you. When that time comes when whatever goes out is exactly what you want to come back to you, you have reached heaven. So heaven is here on earth. Anyway, I never expected to be here longer than this, but if you are struggling in any of this is where the embodiment comes from. Even this one, there's nothing new here. You know it. There's nothing new. No. You know it. You know it. You have studied. You recite it. You repeat it a million times. But is it really working for you? Most likely no, because you have not internalized that truth. And it's very simple if only we can internalize that truth. It's very simple, really simple, but it's not easy. It's not easy, because remember, we have been carrying this burden of unbelief, of not trusting, of uncertainty, and that's all we need to eliminate. Doubt, fear, uncertainty. That's all we need to eliminate from our minds. And you know, we've been carrying these burdens for so long. So it's just not something that we can just flip it like this. No, it takes some time. And so my passion is to see women, okay, basically everybody, but I'm more inclined to working with women because really women suffer the most. That's my take. Women suffer the most. And even where I am in this country, women suffer the most. They really suffer here. And so my desire is to see women living fully, living their potential fully. My desire is to see women creating thriving businesses. My desire is to see women thriving and prospering in their lives, like every area of their lives, be it parenting, be it relationship, be it business, be it finances, like every part of their lives. I really desire to see women thriving and prospering and flourishing in everything that they do. And that's my passion. That's where my passion really lies, because I have struggled so much to really live out my dreams. And I believe all of you guys have dreams, you have passions, you have aspirations, you have desires that you'd like to fulfill, and probably you are trying every single thing to see them fulfilled. I did that for so long. I really wanted to live a good life. I really wanted to succeed in everything that I was doing, but I couldn't find a way of doing it until, I kept on doing it. I kept on searching until I found the one way that really worked for me. And it's very easy, by the way. It's very simple, but it's not easy. It's very simple. It's just to internalize whatever it is that you do. When you internalize that, it's going to work for you. 100% guaranteed it's going to work for you. I'm still working on that. I'm still working on my own burdens, on my own baggage. It's a baggage of centuries. It's not a baggage for me only. I'm carrying baggages for centuries. You're carrying baggages for centuries. And when we can come together and heal that trauma, when we can come together and heal those baggages and put the baggages down, we say, enough, put down. Then that's when we internalize. That's when we heal and we internalize this truth and we accept this truth. Because we have to accept this truth. We accept it intellectually, but we never accept it in our hearts. And that's what I help my women to do. We create a foundation that's with a purpose, with a legacy, with the impact, and then we come on this other side where we manage our energy. We don't manage time, we manage our energy, and that's when we prioritize what is important and what's not important. And then we come on top here where is a mindset shift work. This is where we shift our mindset. This is where we change everything. This is where we transform everything, and then whatever you're creating now becomes much easier to go and implement it and bring it into fruition. So that's what I really do. And if that's something that really you're looking for, if you have tried all the strategies, you still are trying the strategies, you're experiencing burnout, you're experiencing overwhelm, you're struggling to make it happen, you're struggling to make the money, you're struggling to be in a relationship, you're struggling like in every area of your life, and you'd like to end that struggle, because we really don't have to struggle. No, we really don't have to struggle. It was never meant to be like that. And so if you're done struggling, if you're done being in overwhelm, if you're done being in burnout, and you feel you want it the easy way, there is an easy way. And so you can always comment below there and I will get back to you. And there's a training, 2-day training is free, coming on Thursday and Wednesday and Thursday, or Tuesday and Thursday, I'm not quite sure. 12th and 13th, I'm not sure which days are those. 12th and 13th, 2 p.m. my time. I'm in Afghanistan, so it's 2 p.m. my time, 2:30 UAE time. And so if you're in that time zone, you can always catch me live. If not, you can always catch me on replay. So there's a banner that I've already put out there. Just go and respond going, so that you can receive the replay. It doesn't have to be hard. It really gets to be easy, and you can have it the easy way. So it's really up to you. Oh my God, I never meant to be here that long, but it's a pleasure to be here. That was really juicy. When I understood that faith is a law, I'm like, Jesus Christ, it applies then everywhere. So thank you very much for being here. When you hop in on replay, because now I'm done on live, when you hop in on replay, let me know where you're watching me from, and let me know what your aha moment is. And I look forward to tomorrow, or on Tuesday, or any other time that you can be able to see. But anyway, I have done all manner of videos down here, so just go there and check all of them. But if you feel now is the time to transition from struggle and overwhelm to the easy way, now let me know, and we can map out a way for you to get there. With love, thank you.